There once was a boy who was always late. No matter what he did, he could never seem to be on time. He was late for school every single day. His classmates would already be seated and the teacher would give him a disapproving look. He was late for dinner too. His family would be halfway through their meal by the time he sat down, and his food would often be cold. He was even late for bed. While other children were already dreaming, he would still be brushing his teeth or looking for his pajamas. His mother would scold him, telling him he needed to be more responsible. His teachers would frown and remind him of the importance of punctuality, but the boy didn't seem to care. He would just shrug and go about his day, seemingly unaffected by the constant reminders. One day, the boy was walking through the forest enjoying the peace and quiet, when he came across a wise old man. The old man was sitting under a tree, watching the world go by with a serene expression on his face. "Excuse me," said the boy, curious about the old man's calm demeanor. "Can you tell me what time it is?" The old man smiled gently, his eyes twinkling with wisdom. "Time is a funny thing," he said. "It waits for no one, and it is always slipping away, like sand through your fingers. It waits for no one. Every second that passes is a moment you can never get back, and it is always slipping away." The boy was confused, trying to grasp the old man's words. "I don't understand," he said, feeling a bit frustrated. The old man patted the space beside him on the soft grass. "Sit down," he said, his voice kind and inviting, "and I will tell you a story. A story that might help you understand the true value of time." Once upon a time, began the old man, in a land far away, nestled between rolling hills and lush forests, there was a king who had a very lazy friend. This friend, though good-hearted, was known throughout the kingdom for his procrastination. The king was a kind and generous ruler, beloved by all his subjects for his wisdom and fairness, but his friend was always putting things off until tomorrow, never seizing the opportunities that came his way. One day the king decided to teach his friend a lesson, hoping to inspire him to change his ways. He called him to the palace and said with a serious yet kind tone, "My friend, I have a gift for you. It is something that could change your life forever. I'm going to leave the royal treasury unguarded just for you, from sunrise to sunset. This is a rare opportunity. You may take as much gold as you can carry. Imagine the possibilities." The lazy friend was overjoyed, his eyes sparkling with excitement at the thought of untold riches. He thanked the king profusely and promised that he would be at the treasury first thing in the morning, not wanting to miss this golden chance. He rushed home to tell his wife the good news, his heart pounding with anticipation. "We'll finally be rich!" he exclaimed, his voice filled with joy and hope. His wife was just as excited, her eyes wide with dreams of a better future. She started planning all the wonderful things they would buy with their newfound wealth, imagining a life of comfort and luxury. The next morning, the lazy friend woke up late as usual. The sunlight streamed through the window, casting a warm glow over his room, but he paid it no mind. "There's no hurry," he said to himself, stretching lazily. He felt no urgency, no rush to start his day. The treasury will be open all day, he thought, reassuring himself. The grand entrance and the promise of gold seemed distant and unimportant at that moment. He ate a leisurely breakfast, savoring every bite. He read the newspaper, catching up on the latest news, and even took a nap, feeling completely at ease. As the sun rose higher in the sky, he began to feel a little anxious. The shadows shortened, and the clock ticked steadily towards midday. "I should probably get going," he thought, finally feeling a sense of urgency. He got up with a determined look, ready to leave the house. But then he remembered that the king had said he could take as much gold as he could carry. The words echoed in his mind, filling him with renewed determination. "I need to be prepared," he decided. He knew that preparation was key to making the most of this golden opportunity. He found a large sack and spent hours reinforcing it so that it could hold as much weight as possible. Every stitch was made with care, ensuring the sack was strong and durable. He imagined himself struggling under the weight of all that gold. The thought of the riches made his heart race with excitement. By the time he was finally ready to go, it was already afternoon. The day had slipped away faster than he had anticipated. "Well, at least I'll have plenty of time to load the gold before sunset," he thought to himself, feeling quite clever. He walked towards the treasury with confidence, a smile of self-satisfaction on his face, ready to seize his golden opportunity. Section 4. The Setting Sun. The lazy friend set off for the palace, whistling a happy tune, but as he walked, he started to feel the heat of the afternoon sun. He was tired from all his preparations. He decided to rest under a shady tree. "I'll just close my eyes for a few minutes," he said to himself. But the shade of the tree and the gentle breeze lulled him to sleep. He slept for hours. When he finally woke up, the sun was setting. He had slept through the entire afternoon. The lazy friend jumped to his feet and ran towards the palace. But it was too late. The gates were closed. He had missed his opportunity. The lazy friend returned home empty-handed, his dreams of wealth dashed. Section 5. A Changed Young Man. And so, the wise old man concluded, the king's friend learned a valuable lesson about the importance of time. The boy who was always late thought long and hard about the old man's story. He realized that he was a lot like the lazy friend. He was always putting things off, and he was always missing out on opportunities. From that day forward, the boy decided to change his ways. He started making an effort to be on time, and he began to appreciate the value of every minute. He never wanted to miss out on another opportunity because he was too busy wasting time. He learned that time, like a river, keeps flowing. It doesn't wait for anyone.